Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Suplex Report. Get ready for all things WWE, news, match analysis, and more. Hit that bell so you never miss the action. Today's story centers on the one man whose name still echoes through arenas even in his absence, Roman Reigns. For months, the WWE Universe has asked the same question: when will the Tribal Chief return? After all the silence, subtle hints, and growing tension, it seems the answer might be closer than ever. From Survivor Series posters to mysterious promo footage, from Madison Square Garden's historic aura to the unfinished business that still burns deep within him, all roads point to one conclusion: Roman Reigns is on his way back. So grab your title belt, sit back, and let's break down the 13 undeniable signs that the era of the Tribal Chief is about to rise again. Subtle clues hidden in Survivor Series promos. Sometimes WWE tells stories without saying a word. In recent WWE Network commercials promoting Survivor Series, sharp-eyed fans noticed a few familiar frames, quick flashes of Roman Reigns' entrance, his silhouette in the smoke, and, faintly in the background, that deep, unmistakable voice, "Acknowledge me." It was layered under the roar of the crowd, easy to miss unless you were listening closely. Coincidence? Not likely. WWE's editors are deliberate. They don't include Roman Reigns' footage by mistake. These small hints feel like breadcrumbs leading us toward his return. Every second of footage reminds fans that the Tribal Chief hasn't disappeared. He's waiting, watching, and biding his time for the perfect moment to reclaim his throne, Madison Square Garden, the perfect stage. There are wrestling arenas, and then there's Madison Square Garden. MSG has always been WWE's spiritual home, the birthplace of countless legendary moments, Austin's beer bath, Cena's surprise returns, The Rock's unforgettable promos, and yes, Roman Reigns' thunderous comeback earlier this year that had fans screaming "Acknowledge me" so loud the building shook next week. Raw returns to MSG, and the timing couldn't be better. Survivor Series is days away. The War Games lineup still isn't complete, and Roman's storylines remain unresolved. It's all aligning perfectly. WWE loves moments that feel cinematic, and having Roman Reigns walk out at Madison Square Garden is as cinematic as it gets. The lights go out, the Titantron flickers, and that haunting beat of his theme drops. In that instant, the entire world of wrestling would stop. It wouldn't just be an entrance, it would be an event. CM Punk and Roman Reigns, collision or cooperation? Few names carry as much weight as CM Punk and Roman Reigns. The thought of them sharing the same ring, let alone the same side of a War Games cage, is enough to make any WWE fan hold their breath. Two leaders, two egos, two men who command loyalty in entirely different ways. If WWE pairs them together, the chemistry would be electric. Every glance, every moment of tension would drip with history. Punk, the rebel who thrives on chaos. Roman, the ruler who demands control. Watching them try to coexist could be even more captivating than watching them clash. And if WWE decides to push their inevitable confrontation down the road, this partnership could lay the groundwork for one of the most anticipated rivalries in modern WWE history. Cody Rhodes, Finish the Story, meets Acknowledge Me. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes are two men bound by unfinished destiny. Their feud defined WrestleMania 40, but their story never truly ended. Cody's mission to finish the story and Roman's reign of dominance are opposite sides of the same coin. Now, with the possibility of both men in War Games, that tension could return in a new form. Imagine the storytelling possibilities: Cody finally getting to fight alongside the man who took everything from him. Or even better, the spark of their rivalry reigniting right before WrestleMania season begins again. WWE loves cyclical storytelling, and there's no greater circle to close than the one between these two icons. The Bloodline's possible redemption arc. The Bloodline once ruled WWE like a dynasty, but now it's fractured. Jey Uso has found freedom, Jimmy has vanished into uncertainty, and Solo Sikoa seems torn between independence and loyalty. That family chaos is ripe for a comeback story. Roman Reigns could return not as the manipulative tribal chief, but as a man seeking redemption, a version of Roman we've never seen before. Instead of ruling through fear, he could lead through unity, reclaiming his family and restoring honor to the Bloodline name. Or, in true WWE fashion, the opposite could happen. His return could ignite another civil war, one that finally brings the Bloodline saga to its emotional peak. Either way, Roman's reappearance will drag his family's legacy back into the center of WWE's most powerful narrative, the Vision versus the Bloodline, a new era war. If the Vision continues to mock the Bloodline, it sets the stage for an era-defining war. On one side, the self-proclaimed new generation, hungry, arrogant, and convinced they've surpassed their predecessors. On the other, the Bloodline, the empire that dominated WWE for years and refuses to be forgotten. War games could serve as the perfect battleground for this clash of generations. The Vision might think they're the future, but the Bloodline was built on blood, sacrifice, and loyalty, values that don't fade with time. Roman's return could represent the message that echoes through WWE's history: eras don't end until the legends who built them say so. A shift in WWE's balance. Roman Reigns' absence has left a void that no one has quite filled. Yes, WWE has continued to thrive, introducing new stars and building fresh stories, but something has been missing: that commanding presence, that quiet authority that turns an ordinary segment into something unforgettable. Reigns has been that anchor for years, and his return would immediately restore that sense of gravity to the show. His comeback wouldn't just be another storyline, it would reshape the company's direction. Whether as a face reclaiming his place or a darker, more dangerous version of himself, Roman's return would remind everyone why WWE once revolved around him. The return that changes everything. When Roman Reigns finally walks through that curtain again, it won't be subtle, it'll be seismic. The fans will rise, the chants will shake the building, and the energy will feel like the return of a mythic figure. He won't just be coming back to wrestle, he'll be coming back to reclaim, to avenge, to evolve. A Roman Reigns with something to prove is a different kind of animal. He's no longer the untouchable tribal chief. He's the fallen emperor ready to rebuild his empire brick by brick. Every opponent, every match, every promo will carry a new edge. And when he finally says those words again, "Acknowledge me," it won't just be a catchphrase. It'll be a reminder that no matter how many rise, there's still only one true king. Final thoughts. The era reborn Roman Reigns doesn't just return to WWE, he reshapes it. From his silence to his symbolism, every move feels like part of something grander. The Survivor Series posters, the hidden promo clips, the War Games mystery, all of it points toward one thing: the tribal chief is ready to rise again. Whether he walks back as a hero seeking redemption or as a darker figure reclaiming control, his return will mark the start of a new era. Because when Roman Reigns steps into that ring, time stops. The noise fades, and for a brief, electrifying moment, every single person watching knows the truth: this is still his yard.